We just go straight towards we're just up here at the lookout, just above. Where are we, Mark?
Mossman.
Just above Mossman, so road heading out. just rocked into the Palmer River Roadhouse, so just pulled the bikes up. We'll set up our swags and that and get ready to settle in for the night. So I just finished setting up the swags, putting the finishing touches on it now. We have a shower and relax, some dinner.
Day 10, we've got to the Palmer River Roadhouse. Stopping here the night. We had a good ride today. he's out of it. We didn't start off till late because we did the servicing on the bikes, etc. So everything went pretty good.
Benji took us the wrong way for about 10-15 k's. No, we got lost, so we lost about 30 minutes, if not a bit more.
Yeah,
but then we found our way through the Mossman area, which had awesome scenery, heaps of foliage and that. And then I'm not sure what the section is we went through before, but that's I think awesome. There's a post with the bikes that looked awesome. So all in all, looking forward to a beer, and then a bigger day tomorrow.
A good kick first.
Mark just wheeling his bike over to the hard stand area. We're going to change this main jet out at his bike. Benji's just grabbing some tools and we'll get stuck into it. Those that are viewing in, the issue that we've been having and why we had to wait for it to run out of fuel is because this tap here doesn't work. And so this tap down here on the original Postie carb, if you turn that to off, these two will leak through and it'll siphon into this tank under the seat and overflow it. So we had to wait for it to run out of fuel. If this was working, we'd just turn this off and we'd be good to go. But because that's not working, no matter how we turn this, it's just fuel's just going to keep coming out. So we've ran the reserve out. So we turn that to reserve, which we've done. And now when we pull it apart, it's not going to leak fuel everywhere. Step number one, we're just going to pull this air cleaner off. Unfortunately, the rubber boot's just too stiff to get off without taking the whole box and that off. So we'll just quickly whip that off.
Jesus Christ.
Needs a bit of persuasion.
Damn. Just to undo this little bugger, you can separate the fuel tap from the carburetor, which makes it easier. It's going to make a liar out of us. There we go. Let's see. That's the amount of fuel we've lost. Just what's sitting in the tap housing. You bugger. That's what was sitting in the tap housing, and just the top of the fuel bowl. Pull the slide out. We're going to change the needle as well because the needle's absolutely worn out. Much better fit on the, it's the proper fit for the Phillips head heads. Oh, and not lose these little critters. So separate the carby from the bowl. I'll just put that down. Just a bit of it.
You should be able to gently pull that out. Pull upwards. And the hose should just come with it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Does too. Try not to tip this fuel out. There's no need to waste too much.
So if anyone's pulling this off on the side of the road, that's the perfect place to sit it right there, just on the heel gear shifter.
We're going to be changing out the main jet, but we'll also take out the emulsion tube because all that's worn. So Hopefully
This is getting a bit savage now. I would almost opt to leave the emulsion tube in there than fuck it.
bright emulsion tube with the main jet already. We've already fitted the main jet to it, so we'll just pop this back in, give it a little nip up with
With a tool you probably shouldn't use on a carburetor, but doing it anyway.
the AFS sort of thing.
What is it called?
I don't know.
AFS.
Yeah.
Always fuck shit.
Any friggin' size. Let's just wipe the edges and make sure that's clean. The face is clean. And the face on that carb is clean. Just mate them up. Put some screws back. The O-rings in pretty good nick on this, so we won't change it.
Now just reassembling the carby, just putting it back on the bike.
Yes.
Snip those bolts up.
The O-rings in place for the fuel tap, and we'll just start that one.
So now the carby's reassembled, it's moving on to changing out this needle. So why he starts at that, the reason we're doing this anyways, this bike's just running way too rich. So when we got the bike, it had a pod filter on it, and we've put it back to the standard air filter for this trip, and it's just been running rich ever since. It's using 5 litres to our 3. And when you're riding behind it, you can smell the fumes, so we're just changing it back.
Yep, this is the reason we're changing the needle jet out. That little circlip is on the centre slot there, and that just falls on and off. It doesn't work like a normal circlip on the whoops, just dropped the little bugger. The needle. The circlip on the needle in the middle position, which is the standard position. That goes back inside there, and this little retainer fits in here and holds it in, but you've got to feel around to get that in place. To refit the slide to the, oh god, there we go, just compress up the spring, cable in, and it should be right.
So the carby's reinstalled, the needle's all finished, it's all back together, so now it's just putting on the airbox, and then it'll be a job done. So old Mr. Stiffy has just stood up and almost fucking collapsed. So we're all done now. Venchy's just packing up his tools. He's done a magnificent job. So now Mark's bike's all repaired. We'll just pack up our swag, start getting our stuff together, do a quick fuel up, and then we'll hit the road. So we're at the Palmer River Roadhouse, just ready up to hit the road today. We've just fueled up. Mark's bike's had the new jet net, so we'll see how we go fuel economy wise there. So Mark and I both run on our reserves tanks, so we should run out roughly about the same time. But other than that, it was a good stay here last night. The meals are excellent, so yeah, we'll see where we end up today. lookout between
Palmer's River,
Palmer River and
Lakeland.
Lakeland. Just pulled into the Han River Roadhouse for some fuel and grab a drink. But this is an awesome spot here. So heaps of shade, so we'll hang out here for a bit. Pulled over for a break, and Mark's broken his front brake, so no pun intended. So it's snapped down here at the bottom. No front brakes, ahoy. Benchy's getting some cable ties to cable tie up Mark's lever. He snapped his front brake coming across those corrugations. And do you know how you did it, Mark?
Huh?
Do you know how you did it?
Oh no, I didn't know I did it until it started hitting my hand.
Oh.
The lever just keeps going back to hit my hand.
Yeah. I remember someone fiddling around with your brakes at near Cooma.
Yeah, fucking greased them.
Oh, yeah, that's all we did.
Glasses.
He can't see to take it off. So eventually he's zip tied up his lever. And we'll that's probably going to have to do for the rest of the trip. No front brakes. Just pulled up at the Archer River Roadhouse. So we're just, Mark's looking at the maps to see if we can go to the next town or we're going to stay here. I'm not sure.
But we're not going on the Telegraph.
No, that's...
But we're not going on the Telegraph.
This is the top end.
Yeah, but we're not going on the Telegraph track, are we?
No. This is the start of the Telegraph track. It goes from.
But are we going on it?
We're not going on the Telegraph track, though.
No, I'm just saying that. This is where the map starts.
We're fucking with you.
Just at the Archer River Roadhouse, just grabbing some fuel. We're staying here tonight, so we'll go, once we fuel up the bikes, we'll go set up our swags and turn in for the night.
How you going? Yeah, we started at Palm River today. Moseyed all the way up here to Archer River Roadhouse. We're about to go and have some dinner.
Yeah, so just set up our swags in the background. I just had a quick shower. It's very dusty day today. A lot of corrugations, almost a few tumbles.
Yep.
Managed to stay upright.
we had our good couple of sections of dirt road. Probably, what do you reckon? 60-70 k's of it.
Yeah, I reckon majority was good, but where it was bad, it was bad. So vibrate your fillings out.
Oh yeah, the corras are like corras.
So plenty of bikes around. You probably hear one just going past now. Heaps of bikes around here. Obviously everyone's up here having a ride. It seems to be the spot to be.
It's riding season up here. There's just so many different tours going on, as well as you know, 2 and 3 bikes together with a backup vehicle going through all the Telegraph Road, etc., or the Telegraph track. So yeah, they all reckon it's just a bit rugged along there.
Yep. But overall, it was a good day. So we're going to sign off now and go grab some dinner.